Hey, so I got sent a bunch of videos of women being dumb and complaining about work, so I'm gonna react to them.
My mom said to me, you know, sweetheart, one day you should settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man.
What? What? Hold on.
You know, sweetheart, one day you should settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man.
Is she trying to say she's a tranny? I don't understand. I'm confused. She's like, yeah, you should marry a rich man. Mom, actually, I'm a transgender. I have a dick now. That's a weird flex, but okay.
Only good things happen to you. You are one of the luckiest people to ever grace this earth. Your mind is worth millions. You get paid to exist. You make money in your sleep. Every single time you leave the house, you are always at the right place at the right time. Every single person in your reality wants to see you win.
I don't know what it is with women liking to tell other women things that are just clearly not true. You see those posts all the time where some ugly fat bitch posts like a picture with her 3 flabs out in a bikini or something. And all the women in the comments are like, slay queen, you look so beautiful with heart eyes. And they're just lying. It's just very strange behavior. Imagine telling somebody who shows up to somewhere late all the time. They're late every single time. And you're like, oh, you show up on time all the time. What do you think this is going to do to that person's psyche? It's not going to make them show up on time more. It's going to make them think that they don't have a problem. And they're just going to keep reinforcing the behavior that they're already doing. Let me give you an analogy. It's like if a guy who was depressed went to see a therapist and he's very depressed, right? He clearly has a problem, but the therapist was saying there's actually nothing wrong with you and you're perfectly fine. What do you think this is going to do to that guy? This is going to make him kill himself because he's going to think that, well, shit, it doesn't get better than this. I'm already fine, apparently. So life fucking blows. I might as well end it. It doesn't help anybody. You need to identify the problems and be able to fix them. So just this motivational bullshit telling you stuff that is clearly not true about you as a person doesn't help anybody. It just prevents you from improving and growing as a person.
Every decision you make is always the right decision.
Can't watch this anymore. 1 minute brainwashing. That sounds great.
You are a money magnet.
Never mind. It's the same shit I just watched.
I'm just gonna say I hate working. I hate working. And it's not even that I hate my job or my coworkers. I love my job. I love my coworkers. But the fact that like I gotta wake up every day at 5 a.m., get ready, drive somewhere and spend 10 hours of my day there is sad.
She says she loves her job and loves her coworkers, but she hates working. I kind of have a sneaking suspicion she doesn't really like her job. Because it sounds like a contradiction. It's like saying, I love ice cream tastes good, but I hate eating ice cream. See how that doesn't make any sense?
This shit is so whack. And the money doesn't even motivate me, y'all. I don't care about the money. I want to get up and live my life and not have to work.
Then go get married. What's the problem? Maybe we've gone so far left that women are forgetting that's an option. Sad.
I'm only 2 years into working my 9-to-5 job, and this is awful. So you're telling me I'm having the Sunday scaries every week to dread 5 days of my life, to then be rewarded with a little thrill on Friday, but then be so tired from working that I pass out at like 10 p.m. Live for Saturdays, love them, but really that is only one full day of fun because Sunday, have a great Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon rolls around and I have the Sunday scaries and I'm dreading my life for the next 5 days.
It really is just a mentality issue. If you look at work as a negative and you don't try to see the positives in your work, then you're going to be miserable. Even when I didn't like my job, and when I look back at all the times that I worked and all the places that I worked at, I never really liked any of them. But when I was in them, mentally, I tried to make the best of it. I would tell myself that it's fun or that I'm enjoying it or that it's a good time. And I would try to make it fun, you know? I would try to think of it as giving me some kind of purpose. Whatever it is that you tell yourself is what you're going to believe and how you're going to feel. So there's not really any other way to deal with it. You just have to make it fun. If you live for the weekend, you're going to live for the weekend. That's just how it is. I never had that. I never thought about, oh, I can't wait till it's Saturday. I just took it one day at a time. And I was much happier than most other people because of that. It's all just a mentality thing.
I went to college for 4 years to be stuck in this cycle. What? No, 2 years is enough. So I'm on TikTok and I'll be promoting products and posting my way out of this god-awful cycle. I cannot settle for a life of dread, especially if they want us to retire
All right, here's another woman that just wants to post shitty TikToks on social media and get paid. Classic. Women don't actually want to work. They say they want to work, but they always either romanticize work or they just want to have money without having to do anything important. Like, you couldn't have this mentality working at an oil rig. Just wouldn't happen.
No. I'm gonna be using the internet because I see people making a fuck ton of money on here, and you can.
Yeah, most of it is lies. Most of it is lies. They make that shit up. They funnel you into buying a course from them. The course tells you to do the same thing they did, and then you do the same thing. It's basically a pyramid scheme. Kinda. Typically, you don't also pay that person your salaries, but whatever. It's like, it's a scam. You're getting scammed. 99% of the people are not making money, and whenever they try it, they fail.
Be making a fuck ton of money by creating digital products, selling those, and then promoting products that you didn't even make. So yeah, that's my plan.
Yeah, the thing is, that's not an easy thing to do if you're trying to do it legitimately without scamming people and funneling people into a course. Most people who try it will fail. You can do it, but it's hard and it's work and it's going to feel like work unless you're very, very lucky or very good at content creation. But if you're so good at it, you could probably just start some kind of media company, social media management or anything of the sort, start filmmaking and making content for other people. You could make a lot of money that way. So it's really not as easy as people make it seem. Nothing ever is, because if it was easy, everyone would do it.
I don't know if this is toxic, but when I was in a job that I hated the people that I worked with, don't get me wrong, there were people that I liked, but overall the culture made me want to fucking puke everywhere. It was something that I did to help myself.
I really hate this accent. I really hate that women do this. I feel like it's always fake, like I really hated the people there. It's so annoying. It actually grinds my gears. It fucking tickles my balls. I fucking hate it.
Get through that time in my life was literally every single day I would just repeat to myself this mantra: this is not permanent, this is not permanent, this is not permanent. And I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what my next job would be. I didn't know how I would even get another job, but I would just remind myself, this is not permanent.
That's like the most unhelpful advice I've ever heard. Cope with hating your job by just reminding yourself you don't have to always be there. Okay, and if you quit your job and then go somewhere else, you just do the same thing? I don't really this doesn't sound like a good solution. Yeah, just keep pushing it off, just keep telling yourself it's not permanent until you're like 60 and you retire. Just keep postponing the problem in your head.
There are way too many companies and bosses that don't take bullying and abuse at work seriously. And we've all talked about quiet quitting, but I would like to coin the term quiet bullying. There are so many deceptive behaviors that coworkers and bosses get away with because they're not technically illegal. So what do some of these things look like? So quiet bullying would be something like their body language is just always ugly towards you.
Bro, people just don't like being at work. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're bullying you if they're uninterested in talking to you and rolling their eyes at you. If you're going to call that bullying, I mean, you need some bigger problems in life. I mean, that's kind of pathetic. Get a grip.
Rolling their eyes. They're always looking at you when they're in groups of other people, and then they giggle, constantly CCing your boss in on emails like you're 5 years old and you don't know how to do anything. Speaking over top of you and
maybe the problem is just that you're retarded. You ever consider that? I don't know. I feel it's just, if you're an adult in your like 20s, mid-20s, 30s, whatever, and you genuinely give a fuck about other people saying things about you behind your back, I feel like you just need some maturing, because people are going to do that all the time anyway. Sometimes you're just not going to be aware of it. They just do a better job at hiding it, but people do that all the time. You need to understand that you got to just mind your own business and just live your own damn life. Stop caring about what other people think. Like, what do you mean by quiet Like, to me, bullying where I come from is somebody beats the shit out of you and puts you in a hospital. That's the bullying I know. If you went to where I'm from and you're 25 and you complain about somebody insulting you behind your back, you're going to have no friends. Actually, you're going to get more bullies. People are actually going to like directly bully you now because they feel the need to, try to fix this behavior, or they would just make fun of you because this is retarded, and you're just going to get bullied more, I guess, by your definition, because it's just pathetic. It's like you're a little child, like you're 10 years old, you have no emotional control. It's just, I don't know, I feel like maybe you kind of deserve it if this is happening to you.
Meetings, constantly trying to get other people on the team against you, including your own boss, in very subtle ways.
To be fair, on the other side of the spectrum, if you're the one perpetrating this kind of stuff, you're kind of also like mentally slow. You should really get a life.
Slowly and over time, but really chipping away at people's perception of you, excluding you from things, like not telling you about in meetings, or say it was your day off and there was some piece of
As if anybody wants to go to fucking meetings. Oh, they're excluding you from meetings. I want more quiet bullying than at my workplace. Please, quiet bully me all the time.
important information that they were supposed to relay to you, and they don't on purpose to make you look stupid. This can also look like minimizing.
That wouldn't work either. If somebody's supposed to tell you something and they don't, and you don't know about it, how does that make you look stupid? If your boss is like, hey, why didn't you do this thing? It's like, well, I didn't know I was supposed to do that thing. And they're like, well, this person was supposed to tell you. They didn't tell me. No sane person would be like, well, you're lying that they didn't tell you. No, I would assume the person I told to tell you didn't tell you. What is she talking about?
To make you look stupid. This can also look like minimizing things when you report something and they act like it's just really not a big deal, or you're, confiding in a coworker about some kind of abuse or bullying or something serious.
Bro, if you're confiding in me with this as bullying, I'm also 100% ignoring your ass. I'm gonna pretend like you didn't talk to me. Because that's ridiculous. I wouldn't want to be rude, so I wouldn't tell you to your face, but in my head, I'd be like, oh my god, like, fuck off. Why are you talking to me?
And they minimize that.
And then, you know what? Actually, this is it's like a loop, right? Because if I did that, if I acted unfriendly towards her, like she said with my body language, then she would feel even more bullied. So I'm just continuing the problem in her head.
Or about some kind of abuse or bullying or something serious, and they minimize that. Another really big one is stealing credit for your work. And the thing is that while this is something that a lot of people will say, grow up, it's just part of being in the work world, get over it. Sometimes people earn bonuses and get looked at for promotions when they do a good job and when they come.
Okay, that's genuinely just a skill issue. If you're doing a good job or you're putting in exceptional amounts of effort and you're not recognized for that, it's literally 100% your fault. You don't make it clear enough that you're the one doing this stuff. This is just complete skill issue. She's not taking any accountability here at all. She's just pushing the blame to everybody else. Like, she doesn't want to think that she's the problem.
Come up with great creative ideas. And when someone continues to steal your intellectual property and pass it off as their own, and they keep getting favored because of that, it can absolutely wear away at your mental health.
I don't know, this sounds so silly to me. What I end up imagining is like, you know, when you'd be in class in school and you make a really funny joke and you whisper it to your friend, but your friend says it out loud and then they get all the credit. It's like being sad about that. Like, you fucked yourself over. I don't understand. It's like, this is very childlike thinking. If you want to be recognized for your work, then tell people the work that you were doing. Nobody's gonna know otherwise. If you silently tell everybody else, like, oh, look at this thing I made, and then they steal your shit, it's your fault.
I want to start using the hashtag quiet bullying and start talking about this a little bit more. Legal ways to hold people accountable when you can get documentation of real, like, abuse and bullying that's very pervasive, and there's clear evidence of that. But these are the things that happen to so many people so often, and they're so hard to prove. And
also they're so non-issues. Nothing happened. I don't understand what this woman's problem is.
Very real, and it really does wear away at people.
If it wears away at you, you genuinely need to go back to kindergarten. You gotta restart the whole thing from the beginning. Because clearly you missed some steps along the way, some very important social lessons you should have learned when you were a kid. That's what I experienced every single day in my last job. I went home crying every day, feeling worthless, disrespected, excluded, mistreated by my manager. Come on, you gotta grow up. Calling this bullying is like minimizing genuine bullying. I don't know, I don't get it.